Hi guys, now welcome back to my channel. We're here with the Ultimate Racing League and this is the Sunday Championship. This is obviously Sunday Championship, this is round 3 and this is LOC, the top league of Sunday. As you can see on the map and it says on the screen, we are at Trial Mountain. Now I haven't done any preps, I don't know how. The track is about 1 minute 50 seconds each lap, a little bit more maybe depending on how the times the guys are fitting, but I reckon round fifth one between 1 minute 50 and 1 minute 51 I reckon they're going to be setting. I might be wrong, but that's what I reckon they're going to be doing. So anyway, they went out and did their 10-minute quali. Motorstorm Hero qualified on pole, Smith in second, Brisbane in third, Dyson was fourth, Osman fifth, Toby sixth, Fitzy seventh, Neil eighth, Paul ninth, Chuck 10th, Rodders in 11th, Unforgiven in 12th, and PY in 13th. Now obviously there is 2 races, so obviously this is the first race. They are literally on soft tyres for the whole race. So anyway, so there will be no pit stops here. It's just an all full throttle and go for the 14 laps. So anyway, let's get on with the race. Motorstorm Hero takes them down towards the start finish line, waiting for the lights to go out, and it's all go 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 go, rushing down towards the first little where it can be a bit tricky, this section with the right, left, right and stuff like that. Hopefully everyone can get around it without an issue. Yep, they do. No issues whatsoever. As they come through the bridge for the first bridge for the first time onto this right corner. Motorstorm's already started to open up a gap to Smith there in second. As they come through the second bridge and round the right corner, left corner, into the next bridge, onto the down the hill towards the sort of left, it is a left turn. Anyway, Bridge is trying to get past Smith here. Smith is holding him off in the moment, but Bridge they are side by side. Smith is just ahead. They managed to keep it. Well, it looks like it's all over the place. So there's Smith's up to third, Toby's up to fourth, Dyson's there in fifth, with Bridge there in Bridge in fifth, Dyson in sixth. And you got Dyson and Fitzy are battling out for that 6th place. But Fitzy is ahead there. Now as they come around towards this final chicane on this track, with Dyson there, Neil there in 8th, Paul there in 9th, Chuck there in 10th, then Rodders there in 11th, Unforgiven there in 12th, and P White there in 13th. Motorstorm Hero there in first place. He is really starting to pull away from Smithy. Doesn't look like there's anything Smithy can do about it at the moment. As they come around the next few corners onto to start to go around the left corner, down through the third tunnel. I keep saying bridge, but I actually mean tunnel. Down the hill. You got Oz and Toby battling out here for third place. Toby's just got past Oz. I think Oz may have made a little error coming out of that corner before the tunnel, but that's allowed Toby to get past. With Brizzy there in 5th, he's got Fitzy chasing him down in 6th. And Dyson in 7th, let's go on board with Dyson. And he's chasing Fitzy down, coming around this left-hander. And then just behind Fitzy, with a little gap to Neil there in 8th. Looks like he got out of that corner a little bit better than Fitzy did. He is catching him, looking to see if he's going to look to try and get past here. Right, so Dyson keeps that position for the moment. There is, oh, Fitzy goes out really wide there. Gives that opening for Dyson, but Fitzy is fighting back. He manages to keep that place from Dyson there. And they got Neil right behind them. Neil's looking to try and get up a position. And there is that tiny gap between them. And then they, a gap's not, well, yeah, Paul is right behind them as well. And then a little gap has opened up to Rodders, and he's got Unforgiven chasing, he's chasing him down. Then in the right end of, yeah, he's in the white Ferrari, white and black Ferrari, right and black monster Ferrari. But Unforgiven is really putting the pressure on Rodders here as they come down towards the final chicane on this track. Gets around it without an issue. Oh, Rodders didn't like that chicane. He made a tiny mistake that's allowed Unforgiven to make a move on Rodders. So Unforgiven is just ahead now. Chuck is there in 13th, so I completely missed that. He was further up the field, I believe. So he had a little error, unfortunately. And then P White there in 13th, who's really started to drop off, unfortunately. Anyway, we're on lap 4, got 10 laps to go. Motorstorm Hero is still leading, he's been leading since the start, with Smith there in 2nd, looking to try and get, but Smith is doing whatever he can to get back into Motorstorm Hero's slipstream, but at the moment Motorstorm's not having any of it. He's just keeping, Motorstorm is just keeping Smithy at bay. Toby there 3rd, chasing Smith down. But it's like, let's go back to Smith. He does look like he's really closed that gap on Motorstorm Hero through that section. He's right on Motorstorm Hero's rear bumper as they come through this final chicane. Oh, Motorstorm Hero struggled through that, coming out that chicane. Looks like Smithy is trying to make a move, and he's just passed. So now Smith's in the lead with Motorstorm Hero dropping down to 2nd. But they've got Toby right behind them as well. So with Motorstorm and Smith battling out, it's allowing Toby to close the gap. But they've also got Briz now there in 4th, who's gradually closing the gap on these 3. And you've got Oz there in 5th as well. He's gradually closing the gap as well. And then they've opened up a really big gap to Dyson and Fitzy there. and Neil battling out for 6th place, side by side. Bissy is not letting Dyson go as they come through the tunnel, side by side. Looks like Dyson is a little bit ahead. Neil is looking for a way, but now they're 3 wide, going down towards this next corner. Who's going to have the advantage here? And so Neil's got right past. This is a great move from Neil there. He's passed the 2 of them in that one section. They've also got Paul now. He's joined the party now as well. So they've got Neil, Dyson, Bitsy and Paul all fighting out for 6th position here as they come down to the final chicane on this track. Dyson's making a move, trying to make a move on Neil now, coming through this next past the start-finish line for the 6th time, and he is just ahead of Neil now. Oh, Dyson's picked up a half-second penalty, unfortunately, so that's going to cost him a little bit dearly since he's got so many people right behind him. And Rodgers there in 10th. He has got half-second penalty as well. Unforgiven. Oh, he has dropped off a little bit, but he will close that gap on Rodgers once Rodgers serves his penalty. And then you've got Chuck there in 12th, who's dropped off a little bit. And P. White, who's closing down on Chuck gradually. But anyway, back up to the front. Motorstorm has retaken the lead from Smith, but Toby's still there in 3rd as these 3 battle outlets go on board with Smith. On this right corner, Toby's right there, right behind him. Motorstorm Hero just up there ahead of him. Come into this next chicane, this right and left. This left and right, I mean. Looks like Motorstorm Hero got out of that a little bit better than Smith did. Now coming around this tricky part. Coming into the first tunnel, trying to keep it as close to the left as possible. Toby still there in 3rd, chasing them to the yacht, but now you got Briz. He is really closing the gap on Toby now. Is Briz going to be trying to make a move shortly on Toby as they come down to the bottom of the hill? Coming around this next corner. Briz is currently got purple sector, so he could be sent. Oh, he's already set the fastest lap, but he could be best in his fastest lap, so like getting a quicker lap at the end of this lap if he can hold on to it. Oz is there in 5th, and then the top 5 have really opened up a good gap to 6th. Fitzy there in 6th. He's just about to serve his half-second penalty, so he'll drop down a few positions as he goes to serve it. He serves it now. So Fitzy drops one position. And he drops, well, Neil's trying to get past as well. So yeah, so Fitzy's dropped down 2 positions now. Paul has dropped off a little bit from that little pack, because he was in that pack at one stage, but he's dropped off a little bit now, so he may have made a mistake. Rodgers there is trying to catch Paul up. Looking at their times, Paul is running faster laps, so it's going to be very difficult for Rodgers to catch him. Chuck there in 11th, with P. White there in 12th, and Unforgiven all the way down there in 13th and well back. He is not, Unforgiven is not having the best of races in race 1, unfortunately. Anyway, let's go back up to the front. I better have a drink. Anyway, lap 8, coming towards the end of lap 8 that is. With Motorstorm Hero, he's still leading. Toby is now up to 2nd. Smith has dropped down to 3rd. But they now have, the 3 of them have Briz and Oz right behind them. So this is a 5-way battle for first here. Oh, Motorstorm Heroes picked up half-second penalty. That Toby's dropped off a little bit from Motorstorm Hero, so that if Motorstorm Hero can keep ahead, keep it out of that 0.5 gap between them, Motorstorm Hero may have a chance of staying in the lead. But Smithy is there right behind Toby, looking to try and take that 2nd spot back. And he does, he is just ahead of Toby now as they come down to the bottom of the hill and go around this left-hander. And you've got Oz there in 4th. And Briz has made a mistake. I completely missed that. Briz has made a mistake. He was right behind Toby. And now that's gifted Oz a position, because Brisbane made a big mistake there. Don't know, I completely missed that one. But anyway, he's now battling with Dyson. Dyson's trying to get past. I know Briz keeps that position. But now this is even a bigger line of cars. Briz 5th, Dyson 6th. They're side by side. Is Dyson going to get past here? Nope. And then Fitzy there in 7th. Neil there in 8th. Paul's trying to catch that pack back up again, because he was there, but he dropped off a little bit. And then Rodgers there in 10th. He's got a Chuck closing in on him gradually. And then P. White there in 11th. And Unforgiven there in 12th. It hasn't really been able to catch back up. His race is more or less over, because unfortunately in LOC you make a mistake, you get punished and there's no way back. Anyway, lap 10, Toby has now taken lead, with Motorstorm Hero just behind him. They're in 2nd, but Motorstorm Hero is not going to accept that. He's he is going to push as hard as possible to try and get that lead back from him, as Most Tom Hero has led most of the race. Well, there has been times when he hasn't, but he has. Oh, he tried to, but it didn't work there from Motorstorm. Coming around the next few S's. But so he does keep that lead with Motorstorm there in second. They have dropped Osborne a bit there, now in third. Brisbane is there in fourth, with Dyson chasing Bridge down, trying to get that fourth position off of him. Neil there in sixth, Fitzy there in seventh, trying to get that place off Neil. And Paul there in eighth, with Rodders there in ninth, Chuck there in 10th, P. White there in 11th, and Unforgiven there in 12th. Now we have lost someone. We have lost TLR Smith. I think he has, unfortunately, his car has had a breakdown and he has had to retire, unfortunately. Hopefully he can get the car fixed and back for race 2. But anyway, we're on lap 11, 3 laps left to go. With Toby still leading. He's trying to get away from Motorstorm Hero, but Motorstorm Hero is not having any of it. He is keeping him in the line of sight. But then they've got a resounding Osborne chasing after him. He's been watching them the whole race, and he's probably hoping that they will mess up, allowing him to catch up or pass them. Come through the tunnel for the first tunnel on the track. Before still in third. Briz there in fourth. As he comes through the tunnel for again, he has Dyson right behind him, but he does have that half-second penalty which he will have to serve at the end of this lap. So that will allow, if Dyson can stay right there behind him, they will allow Dyson to take that full position off of him. Dyson is trying everything he can to try and get past. Is Dyson going to try it at the bottom of this hill? I don't think he will. Britt is down on the inside. Well, Britt does keep that place. Now there we go. Briz is now about to serve his penalty. So he will lose one, mate. He could lose a place to Neil as well as he goes to serve it. So yeah, Dyson's got past straight away, so has Neil. So yeah, Briz has lost 2 positions here as they now enter the 13th lap. One more lap after this one to go. Paul's still trying to catch this little group up. They're in 8th. With Rodders there in 9th, Chuck there in 10th, P. White there in 11th, and Unforgiven all the way back there in 12th. It's poor Unforgiven there. He's never been able to really recover after his spin or crash, whatever he did. But anyway, there's Toby still leading, but Motorstorm Hero is still all over Toby's rear bumper, looking to get that lead back. As we come through this final chicane for the 13th time to go on to the start-finish straight and start the final lap. Now Motorstorm Hero is going to have one lap more to try and get that lead back. Can he do it? That's going to be the question. And Oz there in 3rd. I think Oz is settled for 3rd place now. Neil's there in 4th, Dyson's there in 5th, and Fitzy's there in 6th. This is a little bout between them three. On their side, Neil and Dyson are side by side. When Dyson is back ahead, with Neil going to try and go up the inside, but he's not able to. With Fitzy right there in 6th as well. Looks like this is going to go until the end. They've got Briz there as well in 7th, looking to try and get a couple of positions back. They're all going hammer and tongs here. Is Fitzy going to get close enough here to make a move? Is Neil going to get close? Is he going to be able to make a move here on Dyson? I think he's trying to go up the inside of Dyson, and he does. Fitzy's trying it as well. Let's go back up to the front, because they're coming up to the final chicane. Toby's managed to keep in the lead with Motorstorm there in 2nd. Out the final chicane and to the start-finish straight. Toby wins race 1 with Motorstorm Hero in 2nd. Brilliant race from them two. Oz in 3rd. And this has been a great race by these guys. Neil takes 4th. Neil takes 4th, Dyson takes 5th, Fitzy takes 6th, Paul takes 7th, Briz takes 8th, Rodders takes 9th, Chuck takes 10th, P. White will take 11th, and Unforgiven will take last place. Okay, so that was race 1. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you soon for race 2.